Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're here again, I'm so happy, I'm so appreciative, and I love you. So if you liked my last video, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button because you don't want to miss no new uploads from your girl, right? So from popular demand, I have been asked to do this video, and so here I am. And from the title, you can see this video is going to be about how I started my own business about 3.5 years ago almost, and how I grew it to $1 million brand in under 3 years. So let's jump right into it. So as you can see, I'm in my warehouse. This is the Peachy wall, okay? So we have a few big pictures of our products here. So if you don't know what Peachy Pure is, we are an organic feminine hygiene brand, and we make products for the girls to look good, feel good, and be so confident about their peach. So that is what I do. I love women. I love to make them feel good. I love to just, make sure that they walk with when they walk. So that is what Peachy Pure is all about. Peachy Pure is more than just products. It's a lifestyle, okay, baby? Because everything is peachy with Peachy Pure. So let's get into how I started Peachy Pure. Woo! Y'all ready for this? Okay. So in 2018, I had a very rough year. I was borderline depressed. I'm gonna say I probably was depressed because I had never slept that much in my life. All I did was work, sleep. And at that time, I actually had voluntarily gave up my place because I was trying to save money and invest money into my business. Now, at this time, I had sent my daughter to live with my mom, which broke my heart, and that probably made me sad every day as well. So she went to live with my mom, and I also was doing fashion at this time. So fashion was very expensive, you had to put a lot of money into it, and it just wasn't going as quickly as I wanted it to go. And I was stressed, I was depressed, I was underpaid, I was overworked, I had chopped all my hair off. Your girl was going through it, okay? I was just going through it. I was very unhappy, and I was just at a bad place in my life, With that being said, I wasn't, really, doing the do or dating or nothing like that because I was broke. I was depressed, and I just had to focus on myself because it's like, what can I give anybody right now? Like, I'm not even my full self. Like, I can't give you anything because I don't have anything to give. Baby, the cup is not overflowing right now. The cup is halfway, damn near empty. So it was a rough year for me. With that being said, if you don't know a lot about feminine hygiene and feminine health and how stress and, anxiety and, just different things that we deal with in everyday life can affect your peach, well, I'm here to tell you it can severely affect you. So I was getting bacteria infections all the time, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm not even having sex, I'm not really eating at this time. I wasn't really eating bad because I was really trying to just get my mental together. So I was like working out. I would eat meat maybe twice a week. I was really like on my vegetarian, throughout the week, and on the weekends I would, indulge in a little meat. So I'm just like, what is going on, God? I was so sick and tired of taking those nasty pills and with that messy cream. So Peachy Pure came about because I'm like, oh baby, it has to be something else that I can use to kind of keep this under control, and not have to run back and forth to the doctor. Because if you don't know, if you're a woman and you had dealt with this before, it's very self-diagnosable. When you have a bacterial infection, when you have a yeast infection, like, you don't really need to go to the doctor for that because you know what it is. With that being said, I started doing some research. I'm like, I gotta find something because, baby, I'm not about to keep dealing with this. Like, I'm just not. And with that happening, with my research, I found out that boric acid helps to basically keep your pH in line. It's a weak acid, and so what it does is it helps to bring the acidic area, which your vagina is acidic, to bring it back to its acidic level, which should be between 3.8 and 4.5. So I said, okay. Now, I'm not really like skeptical, but I'm a little skeptical because I'm like, I've never heard of this. I'm 20, 29 at this time. I'm 29 years old. And I've dealt with this like even in my teenage years, and it just went away and then boom, it came back. So I'm like, oh my God. So I still had never heard of this, not from a doctor, not from a nurse, not from anybody. And so once I found out, I ordered some that, just another brand, just a regular brand I ordered some from. And I tried it and woo, I said, okay. It was different. It works. Everything was cool. Everything was fine. So I asked one of my friends who's very like open, like she's not like one of those, because you know what, some women are embarrassed about things like this, and I'm just not, because it's common. Like 4 out of 5 women have chronic BV, like 70% of women have had a yeast infection in their lifetime. So it's like, it's very normal. I'm not embarrassed about it because, what can I do? Like, I'm a woman. Women have, our part is like enclosed, it's hot. It's like a breeding ground for bacteria. So it's not anything to be, embarrassed about. Plus, anything can throw off your pH. The dye in your underwear, your food, sweat, sex, anything can throw it off, right? So, whatever. So when I talked to my friend about it, she was like, girl, she's like, I've used some before. And she was like, woo, woo, it made it, pop it. I'm like, oh, okay. So I was like, well, if me and you are dealing with this, and from my research, 4 out of 5 women deal with this, and 9 out of 10 women probably deal with this, it has to be more women that don't know about this that might need a little help with this as well. And coming from, me, I felt like it would make it easier for women to be okay with it. Like, okay, like I could maybe use this and see what's up and not feel embarrassed because it's not just you. And I felt like when I was going through it by myself, I felt like it was just me. Before I started doing research, I'm like, God, like what's wrong with me? Like, what's going on? Like, but come to find out, it wasn't just me. So I one day just put it out there on my social media. I said, how many women have had a BV infection or yeast infection? And the hands went up, baby. It was like, me. I said, what if I told you that if there's something that you can just use and have at home that, you can use and after, all these things that we go through in our life and everything to help you, maintain a healthy pH. And the girls was like, me, honey, me. So I said, okay, cool. I made samples, gave them to women. The reviews start rushing in. I'm talking about some girls were like, not begging me, like really like praising me and like just thanking me for like helping them. And, now they feel more confident when they're, when they're intimate with their partner and when they, whatever, they just felt a lot more confident. And that made me so happy. So I started Peachy Pure with one product, suppositories, with my older brother. My older brother helped me. We're literally at a table with the smallest pill making machine. I mean, it probably made 100 pills at that time. And we're literally making these pills one by one. So this was around July 2018. Now I'm still doing clothes at this time. And one of my other friends, I'm promoting both, but one of my other friends was like, I really think you should take this feminine hygiene brand a little bit more serious, Chardell. She's like, because I think it can help women and I think it would be a good thing for you. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. She kind of like put a little, you say put a fire in the air. That's what she did to me. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna start being more serious with this brand. I'm gonna really start taking it more serious because it's solving a problem that a lot of women have. So around January 2019, I started to do shoots and I just started to like really hone in on the brand and, try to figure out how I wanted to communicate it to women. And by March, I dropped a review. A girl, I didn't know who she was, her and her husband. It was so funny. It was a review from her husband, literally. He's like, they're going to like vacation or something. And she said they have been having like, tough times in their intimacy. They had a baby and you know how things go like that. And so, the review was wild, y'all. And her husband was like, and make sure you bring those pills. And I put it in this makeup group, because we were able to like put other pictures and stuff, just not something about makeup, because it was just a bunch of women. And the girls went crazy. They was like, what is this? What is this? What is this? And that month alone, I think I made like $5,000. Now, from a girl who was completely struggling, I'm making it, but I'm struggling, but I'm making it, but I'm barely making it. I'm holding on by a underarm hair, So for me to go and make $5,000 online, I had no overhead. I was making this stuff at my house. So that was a lot of extra money for me, I was like, oh, okay. Okay, cool. So I was like, okay, I have to really like take this more serious and really like, go in, okay? And so I did. So at first I started with just a suppository, and I was like, I want to make this a full line. I want to make this something that women could just pamper themselves in, and like just take care of themselves and their body and their skin and just their face and just feel good about themselves. So I started to increase my product line. So this is how we get all these other products. So now I have a product line of 10 products, and obviously Peachy Renew, which is our suppository, is still our #1 seller, because the girls love to have a fresh woo-woo. So that's still our #1 seller. I still hand make mostly everything. I still have a manufacturer who will make it some of my suppositories for me, but we have to do both because sometimes we just don't have enough, and manufacturing can be very, very expensive for a new business. Like, technically, I'm still a new business. I'm still a baby, I'm only 3.5 years in. It'll be 4 years this year. So I'm still technically a very new business, a very, I'm a baby. Peachy Pure is still a baby. And so it's tough. I've had a lot of tough growing pains, and, things have been good, things have been bad, but I'm still here and I'm still going. So with that being said, after that first month, I started to just like keep pushing myself. And we started doing 6-figure months out of nowhere. Like, we had a couple, we had a celebrity do a review for us who loved the product, and it went crazy from there. So from July of 2018 until now, Peachy Pure has done over $1 million in sales. And so I'm quite proud of myself, because this is something that started from a personal problem, like dry skin, and your pH off, and your face and this and that. And so I really created something from my head, brought it to fruition, and it's successful. I'm in my 1,500 square foot warehouse. So I'm going to show y'all around some of my warehouse. And, I just want you to know that don't be discouraged, because I started Peachy Pure in July of 2018. I didn't make no money for real until March of 2019. And I think April of 2019, I think I hit like 20K. And then we just kept, gaining more and more traction. But you have to keep going. You just have to keep going and be in business to not only solve a problem, obviously, because if you're solving a problem, that just makes it much better, but be in business to make money, because if you're not making no money, you're not a business. You got a hobby. I mean, hobbies are cool, but don't call yourself a business, because businesses make money for the most part. So yeah, I'm so glad. I'm so grateful to be here. I would tell any aspiring entrepreneur to, like I said, try to find something that solves a problem for other people and make other people's lives easier. It's so much easier to have a capsule full of, Peachy Renew in your medicine cabinet. So after your period or after intimacy, when it's gonna be off, you could just boop, pop one in, and you're done. Versus they have to call the doctor, oh, we don't have any appointments available until 2 weeks out. And you're like, you think I'm about to walk around with the issues I have going on down here for 2 weeks? Oh no, baby, I don't got 2 weeks. I need it done now, immediately. So I solved the problem. Also, just introducing a lot of women who look like me to things that they didn't know, or things that they hadn't really indulged in, such as like self-care and taking care of themselves and loving themselves and exfoliating their skin and using organic products and products that don't have a lot of chemicals in it. And everything is organic, handmade, hand-filled. We make everything, and we use ingredients that you can find in your local pantry or your local herb store and things like that. So let's get around. Let's go ahead and do this little Peachy Pure tour really quick. I'm going to show you guys around just a little bit. This is my second warehouse. I had a warehouse before. It was much smaller, and it was upstairs, y'all, baby, and it had no AC. So y'all know your girl has to get up out of there. So I have literally turned this warehouse into a warehouse in manufacturing. I built out everything here. This wall that you see here, yeah, I got this built out. The sink, all the equipment back there, yeah, that was me too. But let's go ahead and get into it. So over here is where we keep, our excess of products. Most of Peachy Pure products are made fresh. So when you order from us, unless we just like literally have like overstock, mostly every single thing we make hand. So right now I have me, my sister, and I have another employee. So this is where we keep all our products. We do sometimes do like intimates and sleepwear and things like that. So that's what you see here. These are some of our products. Not everything is here. We have our turmeric gel that we just dropped this last year in November. People actually love it. This is like one of our best sellers. This is Peachy Skin. You know, the girls love to scrub it up to make their skin soft. And then we also have our supplements over here, which we have 2 supplements. We have one that's called Peachy Cream. That's a natural supplement to just increase your natural moisture in your peach. And then we also have Peachy Freak. And if you could tell by the name, it, you know, gets the girls hot and ready. It's a libido enhancement, all natural. It also has other benefits. You know, it has zinc and magnesium in it, which is so good for you. So those are the other added benefits to that. Not only does it naturally help your libido, but it naturally helps your health overall. Then we have our famous Peachy Fresh that's over there too, and that is our mist. It's our hydration mist for the peach. You can also use it for your face and your underarms because it is antiseptic, antibacterial, helps to kill bacteria that creates odor, you know, from sweat and things like that. So those are most of our products right there. So that's where we keep our products. So okay, so over here in this area is where we ship packages. These are our shipping tables. We have our boxes down here. We also have boxes where we keep our products too, but we ship everything over here. So this is our shipping area. Okay, and then this is my desk, which is low-key a mess, so don't judge me, but you know, this is where your girl is when she has to, you know, busy work, computer work. But I'm like in the field, you know what I'm saying? I'm the boss and a worker. I ain't just always chilling. I be working. These hands be shipping. These hands be making products. So please don't think when you start a business, just because you're the boss, you don't gotta work no more. Oh baby, you're gonna work. You for sure gonna work. You probably gonna work more than everybody else because it's your business. So yeah, get prepared for that. Okay, and then back here behind the wall is our manufacturing area. So these are some of our manufacturing machines and our filling machines here. And this is where, you know, once we make products, we use these machines to fill them. And yeah, so these are our filling machines. These are our tables. Okay, and then this area here is, I got this sink put in because obviously we need a sink. We need to be able to wash things, and we need water supply. We do have a bathroom here, but obviously we're not gonna be using the water from the bathroom. So I got this sink put in here, and then on this side behind me is where we keep like all our ingredients and, you know, the bowls and things we need to use to mix and make products and things like that. So that's pretty much the Peachy warehouse. You know, I love it here. And I hope you guys, if you have not tried Peachy Pure, I'm definitely gonna link her down below. And make sure that you definitely try. You'll love it, I promise you, you know. And like I said, I'm still a new business and I'm still making mistakes. I'm growing, and I just thank my customers who ride with me and who understand that it's really hard having a business, especially when you started with nothing. I started Peachy Pure with less than $200. Like, all I bought was the ingredients to make the suppositories, the vegan capsules, because ours are vegan capsules. I did not mention that, but they are vegan capsules. And the pill machine to make it, the labels, a couple pill bottles, and some thank you cards. Like, that's it. So it was really less than $200. So to grow from $200 to over $1 million in sales, it's bananas, and it's hard, and it gets harder, and it gets harder. It does not get easier. So I don't want y'all to think that. Definitely gets harder, but you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. You know, I'm just a girl from the hood, like, for real. You know, I grew up in West Michigan. None of my family has ever had like a business like this. None of my family has even really had a successful business. So I didn't get to learn this from my family or nothing. You know, I learned this stuff on my own, and everything I've accomplished, you know, obviously hasn't been by myself. You know, I've had people help me along the way, but the majority of everything that has happened with Peachy Pure, it was me. So I'm pretty proud of myself, and I just want to be an inspiration to you. Like, keep going. I don't care how tough it gets. I don't care if you have a hard season. You're going to have good seasons. You're going to have hard seasons, but you're going to be tested the whole time. And, you know, it is what it is. You know, tough times don't last long. Tough people do. So keep pushing and just keep figuring it out, because if you want it, you can make it happen. And so I hope this video inspired you, and I hope it helped you. And, you know, I hope you share it and subscribe, because we coming with a lot more. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Don't forget, subscribe. Now. Right now. Okay?